my green one the other day. Absolutely, like really like that brand Brooks. Like their apparel just seems like it works. It just works. I like it a lot. And then the design, I know that a Microcosm athlete designed that or helped design it. And so it's really kind of cool to see like keeping everything in house, so to speak.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm like pretty much only exclusively wearing Microcosm shirts from now on, I think.
I think when I joined Microcosm, I came in like a little too late to get like much like Microcosm swag. And so I'm going to start probably pressuring TJ to start maybe creating more so that I can start repping more on my body without getting a tattoo. I think that's a little too far.
Yeah, they had hats and buffs. So like I don't think you've missed much. I think it's like new, the having
Okay,
swag. So yeah, I think you are not alone in being excited to rep more.
Yeah, Drew, you're welcome to throw any ideas for more swag out there. Can't say I want to run an online retailer in the back of my office, though. So might need, yeah, a little more help with that.
I mean, you
Yeah,
and
so
Zoe
far
don't
the
have, you guys
t-shirts
don't
have
have an
been
extra
a pretty
15.
interesting project for
Yeah,
me.
I get it. You guys don't have an extra 15, 20 minutes just laying around every day to focus on that.
Or like $15,000 just to get all that stuff.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's true.
Not cheap, but that's where you come in. No, just kidding. The shirts are actually selling really well. So I'm hoping to use that money to get more shirts.
Nice.
Just because I'm actually really surprised to like see how many people pre-ordered, and then also just like we put some of the leftovers up on the website and already sold a bunch of those yesterday. So yeah, show up to your next race with a Microcosm shirt. I feel like, Sarah, I heard your comment about wearing exclusively Microcosm stuff. I will hook you up. Yeah, send me an email. I'll send you more shirts. Yeah, always happy to get you guys in the Microcosm shirts. Especially, I like the design on this one because I think it like really, just like kind of represents like the start small, dream big concept. Like really nicely. Cleo did a really good job on that design, and and Drew and all, laying it out and taking it to the printer and whatnot. It was a really great team effort on those. Making them happen. Learning a lot about what it takes to like really create products with your brand name on them and all that. It's pretty interesting.
It should go a lot easier as soon as supply chain kind of eases up a little bit. Right now, it's just so hard. Everything's just rolling through molasses really to get done. So thanks for being patient with that whole thing. From the time we were like, all right, let's get some shirts, to the time you actually got the shirts, it was embarrassingly too long.
Oh my gosh. And if you're one of the few people, myself, I'm one of those people who wanted a white medium or a white large shirt. We're still waiting. So so sorry guys. We will be sending those out as soon as we get them. But the good news is Brooks does have those shirts, and we have ordered them from Brooks. So that whole part of the last kind of bit of things is in process. Sorry, dog distraction.
I think she was trying to climb in the shower.
Yeah. Zoe, take over.
Yeah. We have Lee from New Zealand. Hi, Lee. So awesome to see you. And also
Hi.
I see Virginia, fresh off a 25K PR. Woohoo. So awesome to see everyone's smiling faces. I cut my bangs again this morning, and it's usually not something that bothers me until I'm on a camera. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a lot of forehead.
Looking good.
I did not nail it, as I never do. But it's like a thing where like there'll be like 10 days where I'm like, oh my God, I have to get my bangs trimmed. I have to get my bangs trimmed. And then I'll just wake up one day and I'll be like, I can't live another second with long bangs. And now I'm going to live for several days with this.
That's the thing about hair though. It grows back.
It does,
so
yes.
You should be set.
Yeah. Thankful for that.
Well, I'm really excited that all of you guys are able to make the call. I believe Kristen should be coming on soon, and Kylie, she had a sick dog emergency, so she probably won't be able to join us. But yeah, she just extends her gratitude to all of you guys, her team, and all of that. Super grateful. You right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just can't take my eyes off my own haircut.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we're really big into the gratitude thing. I'm sure all of you guys, if you made it to this call, you probably have read my newsletter or read the post on Facebook. I thank you for that. That way my writing doesn't go in vain. But yeah, gratitude, super important part of a mindfulness practice. And I think also just kind of just the practice of being a reflective human, and all the benefits there. If you're curious about it, you can go back and refer to the newsletter. But I think more than just the benefits, we like to reflect on the things that we're grateful for, especially around this time of year. Just because that's something that really means a lot to us. And we got this call together last year in that same vein, and had a bunch of athletes on, and just kind of, it was just nice to hear everybody talk about what they're grateful for. I think as a coach, particularly, it gives me a great opportunity to get like a nice window seat into some of the other things that my athletes have going on, or that they're grateful for, that they maybe have never like mentioned in training logs and stuff like that. Because I know and feel the same about myself, but like, just because we do and act and do stuff one way in training and as athletes doesn't, we have other parts of us and other lives outside of this stuff. So it's just really cool. And I feel grateful to get the opportunity to listen to all of you. Although I won't use that as my scapegoat for not really saying something else that I'm grateful for, because I always get nervous about talking about this, and my family likes to do that on Thanksgiving, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about what I'm grateful for.
Pass the mashed potatoes, quick.
Give me some food. I have to go get a beer. I'm out of here.
I have to go take a very long walk.
But I'll just I guess I'll start us off, and then we'll go with the coaches to kind of just kind of pave the way. And Kristen popped in. Hi, Kristen. Good to see you. And then if we can, I don't know if the order of people on my screen is going to be the same, the order of people on your all screens.
We could either do like alphabetical or just popcorn.
Popcorn.
It's hard to keep track. If you feel like you can keep track,
I can referee.
All right.
We have a list of participants.
On the spot.
Yes.
You're good at that.
I can do that.
Well, cool. Yeah, I guess let's just take like maybe 1 or 2 minutes. That way we make sure we have time for everybody, because last year we struggled to get everybody in.
It's true.
So just in brief, I'll keep it to I wanted to keep it to a microcosm related thing. Was really grateful for the growth that our business has had over the last year, not from a businessman's point of view or an entrepreneurial point of view, but from the point of view that like we've really gotten to a place, are starting to get to a place where we're able to really bring people together now. And that's been a big vision of mine, and also of Zoe's and the other coaches too, is that we want to take what is an online community and really start to bring people together in real life. And that has really started to come to fruition this year with athletes, many athletes competing and participating in the same races as each other and having the opportunity to meet not just on Zoom calls now or supporting each other on the Facebook groups, but actually in real life too. And that, yeah, I'm just so grateful for that opportunity. Thanks in part to many of you guys who have heard about Microcosm and yeah, have been just like willing to, yeah, to like get vulnerable and yeah, like meet people face to face in real life and bring that support that you guys have here into yeah, the realer world, I guess. I don't know, the non-internet world. But yeah, I'm super grateful for that.
Yeah.
Zoe?
Yeah, I'm super grateful for a job where my coworkers are my best friends forever and where I get to, again, talk with more new best friends forever. And just, I love getting to know people through the logs and love getting to learn from my athletes. I'm just so grateful from like the pieces of life that people share with me have profoundly changed me and they shape how I like live life and navigate the world and like how I show up as a partner or a daughter or a friend or an athlete. And I'm super grateful for that.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Zoe. You want to read this one just because there was one written in here and she
from
had to go?
Charissa. She couldn't make it because she is a therapist and had a client. But she's super grateful for all that she's gained from the sport in the last 2 years. I'm more brave, resilient, and confident. Charissa is so brave. And she's moving to Colorado, so lucky for us. And I'm following my dreams in bold new ways. I'm so grateful. Hopefully someone can read this. Love from Alaska.
Awesome.
We love you too, Charissa.
Excuse me. Kristen.
Woo! I am grateful. Oh man, I'm grateful for so many things. This community is so cool. I think that when I started running, I think I was like 12 and I don't know, like my family was going through like a really terrible time and running in general just kind of like lifted me up to a place that I had never experienced before. And it was cool to be able to follow that journey. But I think that through everything, I think that this community and knowing like what we're creating and what we're all a part of and the things that I read in logs every day and learn from my athletes every day and learn from all of the coaches, it's just like, it's so powerful and it's so cool to feel like we're making a difference and like we're surrounding ourselves with really excellent humans. And I think that at the end of the day, like we have the best jobs in the world and I could not be more grateful.
Awesome. Yeah. Drew.
Awesome. Yeah. A few things real quick. One, this was a big year for me, personal wise. My wife and I introduced to the world a little baby boy about 4 months ago. And so that's been a really big change, very difficult, but awesome. He was born about 4.5 weeks early. And so we were really scared that there'd be some complications with that, but he's turned out to be just so healthy and happy and cute. I've never thought babies could be cute before until I have my own. So maybe that's how that's supposed to work out. I don't know. I thought he would have a tail because of all the babies I've made fun of over the years for not being cute, but he is perfect and I love him. And so that's thankful for that. I am thankful for Microcosm, or being a new member of the Microcosm community is new for me this year. I feel like I bring a lot to the table. And so I don't want to short myself by saying this, but I've learned so much from the other coaches, from my athletes, from athletes who are not being coached by me through our community page and everything. It's just been such a blessing to have Microcosm in my life, and I've really, really enjoyed it. And I would be remiss real quick if I didn't say that I was thankful for my wife. She's never going to see this video. Honestly, she doesn't really care. She doesn't get running. She doesn't like it, but she's supportive of me. And she's just an amazing partner in life. And I hope that everyone at one point or another has someone that supports me like, or supports you like my wife supports me. So that is what I'm thankful for.
Oh, we're very thankful for Alicia and little Taylor Joe too. Sarah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, well, similarly, I have had a really big year personally. So tomorrow is one year ago tomorrow. I filed my LLC for fireweed and started my own counseling company, which was like very heavily influenced from Zoe pumping me up with self-belief in ways other than running, for which I am very, very grateful. And then obviously coming on to Microcosm. So like all of a sudden I'm like living my dream life. I'm hiking for like part of my job. Like I literally get to hike with other humans. And like, as everybody's saying, a lot of the relationships that we get from coaching, I have similar but very different relationships as a therapist. And so just like the opportunity to just connect with people and be on really important journeys in their life and be trusted in the role of a coach or therapist just means so much to me. And though I've been a therapist for a long time, it's really like on my own terms this year. And yeah, so I just feel like I've been pinching myself lately that I just really love my life. And I'm just so grateful that it's shaping up this way. And a year ago, I never would have predicted it.
Yeah. Yay. And shout
That's
out so much
awesome.
gratitude for all the mental health professionals out there. You guys are incredible. All right. Let's go. We did all the coaches. Chelsea.
Yeah, so this year, I think TJ can attest, has been both like a really great and a really challenging year, with a little tragedy sprinkled on top. And I like definitely wouldn't have gotten to those high places or through those low places without all of my community. This one included. TJ was always a big support. I have a really great running community in Reno, the Silver State Striders. And then I have a partner who it's like the more races I do, the more he gets excited about them, which is like really nice for me. And to the point where like he trains to run just to pace me. And I feel like I hit the lottery there and I'm just really thankful. So.
Hey, I love that so much.
So awesome.
All right, Caitlin D. You're muted.
All right. Can you hear me now? Okay. I was like on my phone and on my computer apparently. So I had a few things that I was thinking about saying about being grateful as I thought about them last week. But one thing that actually really resonated with me this weekend, I went home. I have family. I live in Connecticut, and all my family is in South Jersey, so about 4.5 hours away. And I'm not able to be with them on the holidays, but I always go home the weekend before. But it was, I got to go home this weekend, and it's sometimes difficult going home because I have family kind of all over the place. My sister's in one area. My parents are divorced, so they live in different places. And same with my aunts and uncles, and none of them can get together all at the same time. So I get a little stressed out, but then I thought about it later, and I was like, as I was driving home, I was like, it was a busy weekend, but I was so grateful. Like I was going place to place, but it's because I had all these people that I love and who are there and want to see me. And it's always stressful because it's leaving one place to go to another place, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, like you have to leave. But it's kind of nice to be missed. And again, it's just ironic because at first I was stressed out about it, and then I realized it's actually a really wonderful thing. So I'm grateful to just have so many people who love and care about me.
I love that. I love that you're finding something so positive and loving in that story as well. All right, Mike B.
Wow, I think just like everybody else has stated, I am thankful for so many things. In fact, this morning I actually wrote them down in a journal I do every day in my morning devotionals. And family, I think, is the most thing I'm grateful for because of all things we have in life. I think family is where you spend most of your time as you get older and older. You just appreciate your own kids. And like somebody else said, I think Drew said he appreciates his wife. And I so appreciate my wife. She always is, making me the best breakfast, high protein breakfast after my long runs. Never have to say anything what I want because she already knows what I want. So I think I'm very grateful for that. Never complains when I have running shoes on order and they arrive at my house. Like, what is this? Another pair of shoes. So just, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for this community. I'm grateful for my coach, TJ. He's really inspired me to really push myself, especially with mileage and things that I was doubting myself I could do. So yeah, I think I'm really appreciative of a lot of things. My health, I mean, I could go on, but I'm so appreciative that I can go out there, even on bad days when I have a not so good run. I'm appreciative that I can still go out and do it and enjoy whatever it is that day. So that's pretty much it. I'm very grateful for a lot of things.
I love that so much.
You're
I think,
awesome, Mike.
yeah, finding gratitude even on tough days is so important. All right, Jen with the beautiful blue hair. I love it so much.
Thanks. This year has been pretty challenging for me personally and work-wise, but I'm super grateful for my partner, Pete, he's somewhere around the house, but he's just been super supportive, especially we recently moved, and that was the worst experience of my life. If anyone's ever moved, I know you guys recently did. So it was very traumatizing for me, but he's just been my rock through everything. So super grateful for him, and just my health. It's been a rough year. I broke my foot earlier this year and had a COVID scare. So just super grateful that for my health.
Yeah, love that so much. Oh man, just the saga of Jen and Pete's house hunting experience
We're
makes you never
grateful
want to.
that you found a house.
We're so grateful. Oh my God.
We found a house after about 10, trying to get 10 different ones. One finally hit, so we're here.
We're so grateful that you guys were able to find a place. You guys deserve such an amazing place to, dig into the partnership and race directing, and so excited to see you guys flourish. All right, Lee, greetings from down under. I can't tell if you're up late or up early or what.
This is
Wednesday.
It is Tuesday at 12:30 in the afternoon. And it's beautiful weather, so that's good. But what is time now? We've been in lockdown in Auckland for about 95 days now, so I have no idea what day of the week it is. But yeah, I guess this year's been pretty shit, I guess you could say, but I think circumstances has just really forced me to throw a lot of stuff out the window that I had planned or I was looking forward to. But through it all, something I've been really thankful for is I'm just feeling really lucky that I have a bunch of really awesome women in my life, my mom, my partner, my grandmothers, my grandmothers, mentors, Zoe. I just feel like all of these women have really grown and shaped who I am, and it's kind of I get to really see that this year and all the things that they've taught me through all the crap I've been kind of dealt, and just really appreciative that hopefully they'll keep being in my life and keep growing me. That's what I'm grateful for.
We're so grateful for you, Lee. And Lee has an amazing article coming out soon on Trail Runner, so everyone should get really excited.
Oh, thanks.
All right, Simon.
I'm thankful for a lot of things everyone's already said, so I'm trying to find some new ones. But I think something I've others have had a challenging year, and I think I found a lot of gratitude in I'm trying to find a better way to say it, but creating safe space for myself. I think finding the positives of the downside and kind of hitting not quite rock bottom, but like finding, then out like kind of recently finding the trajectory back forward and having like the space with family and friends who've been supportive, and TJ just kind of in this community kind of just consistently being a lifeline to just reach out to and have the space to deal with whatever is going on, and then get forward and, you know, find that momentum forward and hopefully having a super exciting 2022.
Love that so much,
Yeah,
Simon.
man, you're awesome.
Yeah.
It's gonna be your year.
Yeah.
Aaron G.
Hello. I'm so excited to join you. I'm still at work, so if anyone asks, this is a very important meeting, because it is. Oh goodness, I am so grateful for friendship. In the last year, it's been, to quote the philosopher Gwen Stefani, bananas. So it's just been really wild. I started a new job as a manager in a hospital during a pandemic. I went through a separation and a divorce and moved out of my place to a new one. And I have a wonderfully fierce group of friends who have helped me haul crap across town. They have made me food. They've done so many wonderful things for me. And I'm so grateful for my friends. I tend to be more of an introvert. And I've been adopted by some really fantastic extroverts. So it's been really nice. And I'm just so grateful. And it's really helped me just feel more connected this year. Like, despite some things that have severed, I've had so much more connection in that place.
Thank you so much for sharing, Aaron.
That's so awesome, Aaron.
Yeah, Gwen Stefani is definitely the poet laureate of Microcosm. Megan F.
This is always so hard because I feel like there's so much to be grateful for, but I'm super happy and grateful that I found this community. It was kind of, I don't even know how I found it. I mean, it was just, you know, it just kind of came, and I'm so grateful for Coach Zoe for helping me, you know, like do things that I never thought I could do before, and continue doing them, and, you know, continue running and building. And, you know, I think more so than that, I'm super grateful for my husband, who is always supportive of me. And even when I'm like, well, I don't know if I could do this. Like, this thing is for people who are like good. And he's like, well, you are good, so you should do it. And so he always believes in me, probably more than I believe in myself. So that's what I'm grateful for.
Yay. And fun Megan fact, when she, hopefully it's okay for me to share this, when she signed up, she's like, maybe one day I want to get on the podium. And now she's straight up like crashing the men's podium at races. So maybe that's what she was alluding to all along. But yeah, that's where she's at now. So self-belief is a hell of a drug and hard work.
Indeed.
Yes. We love you so much, Megan. All right. Elizabeth.
Hi, guys. It's my first time joining you guys, so I'm really happy to be here. And I just have a lot to be thankful for. The last 4 months have been kind of tough, losing my mom. But I'm just so grateful that, you know, running has helped me. It's just helped me get through it. It's helped me cope. It's helped me process a lot. And I'm really grateful for my husband and our 2 boys. He's probably like my biggest supporter, and you know, he runs shorter distances, so he thinks running ultras is crazy. So but he's always, you know, there to watch our boys if I need to go run, you know, and always at the finish line if it's like midnight. He's there with our kids, and just you know, he's encouraging me and helping me to remember, you know, what my goals are. And you know, he's just been huge for support for me. And also, one last thing, just really thankful that in 2021 I could run Zion 100K and also Javelina 100K.
So awesome.
So amazing.
Yeah,
Oh my
great
gosh.
job.
It's an epic race season.
Mhm.
Elizabeth, I was also at both of those races.
Oh, hey. Well, congrats.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
All right, Benjamin with the Godzilla poster.
Oh, that's me, I guess. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, I'm new here. And despite like spending all day in video meetings every day, I still get like nervous talking to people I don't know. But something I was thinking about yesterday, I was grateful for something kind of random was the time and effort so many people put into like clearing trails and like making it possible to access the backcountry. I live in Oregon and we have like just tons and tons and tons of forested land and backcountry and wilderness in the Cascades. And I feel like I take for granted all the time, like just how easy it is to like find a trail and go just like bananas and off into the wild. And you really realize this when you like make a wrong turn somewhere onto like an unmaintained trail. And then it's this like total nightmare of like blow down and like 20-foot tall root balls that like where the trail used to be. And also it's kind of like feeling grateful that I can sort of alternately like view this as a fun obstacle course, but also just like a nightmare. And anyway, it got me thinking that I should like get out and actually help maintain some trails and like care for the land I sort of take for granted most of the time. Yeah, that's me.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's such an amazing
thanks for sharing,
perspective.
Ben. Yeah, that's huge. I think we often forget about just how important all of that trail maintenance is, and the people who have gone out there and just devoted a lot of their time to that. We actually, one of our Microcosm members, Jackson, who lives in the northwest part of Arkansas, he is in the middle of creating like a 20-mile stretch of trail out there.
You trail builders.
So
and maintainers.
A lot of hard work goes into it.
Once you build it, you got to maintain it.
It's a passion project for a lot of people.
Yeah,
Very,
I
very
did
cool.
like 3 hours of trail work this year and it was the most sore I've ever been. Like running 100 miles, fine, but like I couldn't type after building trail at all. I was devastated. All right, Andrew H.
Yeah, I am grateful for dogs. So Kristen, my coach, knows. Yeah. I actually unfortunately lost my longtime dog a couple of months ago. But we have another one in the house and it made me appreciate him all the more. And then we actually just rescued a new pup this weekend. And even though it's like he's still settling in and trying to figure out his place in the new house, every time I open up the crate and he's just like over the moon to see me, that kind of like unconditional love that you never really see go away is, I think that's one of the best things in life.
I love that so much. And it's so hard to lose a pet. I think that's something people like. I think something I see in the logs a lot is someone will lose a pet and then they'll feel bad for how bad they feel. And like loss is loss, man. Like it's so tough. And I think that sometimes our culture doesn't give enough space to the many forms that grief can take. So proud of you for working through it and, finding new little friends to give love to.
Yeah, Andrew, I love this. It's also Jazz's birthday today. And I know that Andrew and I have had a couple conversations about my dog that passed away a few years ago. And I woke up and checked his log this morning and thought, when you told me about the puppy, I thought of you and I thought of Jazz and I was like, this is not a coincidence. Like, so cool. So I'm super psyched for you. I'm not gonna
love that so much.
It's exciting.
All right. Hopefully this is I can't tell if it's your first and last name or
Mike J.
Mike J. Great. Not Mike with a silent J at the end.
Sorry. Yeah. Hi, I'm Mike Jolly. Sorry, I'm working a little bit right now, but I really wanted to join this call. Yeah, I guess I'm first of all, I'm thankful for TJ, my coach, who's been really helpful in getting me back into shape. I got a really weird undiagnosed injury where I essentially just like pulled the muscle in my ass in 2019 and never really felt the same. So I'm really happy. I had a really good race in September, and I feel like I'm kind of getting back to where I was. So really grateful for that. And secondly, really grateful for my I guess I recently got married, so my wife to let me run and train next to me, riding her bike while planning a wedding at the same time. So thanks, everyone.
That's epic. That's so cool.
All right. Artyom, is that how you pronounce it?
Yep.
Artyom.
Yeah, I assume. So turned 50 this year, and it's always kind of easy to get hung up on the fact that you're not quite as fast as you used to be, don't heal as well. But I'm grateful that I'm still running. I'm still out there. I can still see a lot of good scenery and do that in a reasonably short amount of time. And I'm often reminded, like once when I was during a winter climb, I met a very wise 20-year-old snowboarder who described to me the life course of an outdoor enthusiast. So basically the way he put it is that first you have time and energy, but no money. And then you have money and energy, but no time. And then eventually you have money and time, but no energy. And basically, I'm just grateful that I still have just enough of everything, that I have enough time away from work and family and everything, that I can actually go and do useless things like running and climbing. And I still have enough energy to do that. And I'll keep doing that as long as I can.
That definitely tracks with my experience of life so far.
That was
nailed it.
Amazing words of wisdom right there. Absolutely.
Speaking of outdoor enthusiasts, Morgan.
Hey, I'm super grateful for my partner, and I guess like our collective ability to compromise. Like this last summer was kind of our first time like not doing the same activities together. Like we do like a ton of like biking and backpacking together. And because I was training for an ultra, that wasn't what happened. But we were able to like find places where like he could bike or fish, and then like I could run, and then we'd meet up and like hang out at camp and maybe do some like fishing or biking the next day. So that was like really cool. And he's been like such a great support. He like, for my ultra, there was like a drop bag thing, and he like talked to my family and some of my friends and like had them like write little notes and like compiled all the notes, and like I got them like at my drop bag. I couldn't read all of them because it was a lot and I like needed to get going, but I did kind of keep them in my vest with me and was able to like reference them, which was really awesome. And then I'm also super grateful to Zoe and just her unwavering support.
Wow, thank you so much. I love that so much. That's definitely raises the game, fellas, on drop bag stuff. All right. Virginia.
All right, there we go. I found the unmute button just as my wife walks in. She walks back out. She's like, nope, not having a part of it. So I guess there's two things. Yeah, I'm like everybody else. There's like a ton of things I'm grateful for, but I think there's two things at top of mind. Number one is my wife. 2 weeks ago, just before my second 25K, she got me this really great bracelet, and it has our initials on it, but we have this on-running joke called Bunny Infinity to talk about our love. So Bunny Infinity, it beyond and back, but inside the bracelet it says, my love, you can do anything. And to be able to have that level of support I'm just so thankful for that. The second thing is, since 2018, I've really struggled with a lot of physical issues, one thing after another, and some undiagnosed issues. And this time last year, it was rattling in my head to whether or not I was worthy enough or whether I was good enough to have a running coach. And I finally, later in December, made the decision, and I found my way to Zoe and Microcosm. And I tell you what, this has been such a great community, and I love all of y'all. And even though I don't know a lot of you, some of you have become friends on Facebook, but I so much appreciate all of you, and I appreciate this team. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Virginia. And she is hot off a super fast 25K PR, which I will not stop talking about because it blew my mind this weekend. Yeah, we're so grateful for you. Thank you so much for being a part of our lives and sharing your cute dogs with us on the internet. Chris, speaking of people ostentatiously sharing their cute dogs.
Yep. New dog.
Get ready for the who knows what is going to happen. We just got a puppy a couple days ago. She's like 8 weeks old. And we were not in a place a year ago to have a puppy. Yeah, so I'm really thankful for her, even as crazy as she can be. Yeah, the beginning of this year, I was in like 2 months of recovery from a pretty gnarly trip to the Grand Canyon, where I actually had to stay at the bottom overnight because I was in such bad shape. And I just got back from a trip to the Grand Canyon again, where my wife and I just had a really incredible time, rocked it, just ran one distance across and not trying to go back and forth. Yeah, so I'm just like, I think one of the biggest things I'm thankful for is not needing a couple months to get back to running in any kind of enjoyable way. Yeah, I don't know. I was unemployed at this time last year. I finally got a job last month, and yeah, that's a lot to be grateful for. My wife is about to finish a master's program, and so she'll be working soon too. And so I'm really thankful for that. Also really grateful that her parents just moved to Colorado because her dad has some stage 4 cancer, and it's just good to be around him. And I'm really thankful that we're all able to enjoy time with him. Yeah, so sorry I jumped on late, handling a lot of different new responsibilities today, but
we're just grateful you're here.
Yeah, I'm thankful for these calls.
Good to see you, Chris.
Yeah,
you're doing awesome, man.
Eric.
Hey everybody. Sorry, I'm also still working because I started late because of some stuff. Yeah, I was thinking about this year. I think, this year is kind of like the craziest year I think I've ever had in my entire life. And part of it was running, which I thought never would have happened. In terms of being grateful, like first and foremost, I'm like grateful for recovery. I think running is the thing that kind of connected me to a higher power that keeps me sober every day. And running the Bighorn was going to confront demons that I thought I would never in a million years ever confront, and kind of move past them. I'm still working on it, but yeah, that was a pretty mind-blowing race. And probably one of the best experiences I've ever had in my entire life. I think in terms of a coach, Kristen's just the exact positive person that I need in my life, because I'm pretty negative and pretty hard on myself. And she's the exact opposite of hey, let's shoot for the moon and just see what happens. And like, yeah, that happens. So like, that's like crazy. And then, you know, like running is this thing in recovery that like connects me to like all my friends. Like whenever I'm in a bad spot, I call up a friend from recovery and like we go run, and then like like you know, it just all of a sudden I'm like grateful for being sober. I'm like calling sponsees, and then like the community just builds so much bigger, and like yeah, it's like it's a lifeline for me. So I think running's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Eric. I
Oh,
totally
yeah, man.
agree. Whenever I like have my positive self-talk voice is actually just Coach Kristen's voice in my head.
Mine too.
You guys
Very
are
effective.
fine.
The
I
like
love
angel
all
on
of
my shoulder is just Kristen, being really positive and kind. I think that's Robbie to the right of you. Is that you, Robbie Foland on the call? Says iPhone. Maybe not.
I think it's Vince.
Vince,
I
okay.
can't tell though,
Is
because
that
it's too small of
Vince?
an icon.
Maybe not. Let's see. I'm gonna see what's on your hat. Sorry, I'm getting in really close. Gentleman in the hat that says BR. Yes, you just gestured at your hat.
Sorry, I think that maybe my thing doesn't have my name on it because
Yes.
it keeps kicking me off. Scott Gordon.
Oh, Scott. Yeah, good to see you,
Yeah.
Scott.
Sometimes I have a beard and sometimes I don't. So today I'm thankful for the beard though. But I'll tell you what, I just spent a week at a veterans camp that was put on by a bunch of super elite ultra runners. And then I just got back from Dead Horse last night, volunteering, stood on my feet for like 12 hours, did about 1,000 squats, cutting off, you know, timing chips off feet. And kind of long story short is, you know, the thankful piece is just the community. And it's, you know, this community brings together so many cool people. There's high IQ points and there's all walks of life. Standing on that finish line, it was just incredible, and it all brought it home. You know, the tears and the elation and the celebrations, and it just really reminds you of why we're all out here. And you know, there's only us in the trail, and everybody coming through, thanking each other for the push. And you could tell they were out on the trail, you know, really cheering each other on. But for me this year, you know, these last 2 weeks have brought me home to that community of running that I've been looking for years. And, you know, and that's what it's been all about. Finding TJ and you guys has been just a really incredible thing. Just using words like athlete and, you know, and just really holding us up. And, you know, I could just gush and gush and gush all day long, but this community is just so welcoming and so forgiving. And it's been awesome. So like I say, I could just go on and on, but it's really been awesome.
Thanks for sharing, Scott. Thanks for doing what you do, man. I think it's awesome that you get out there and volunteer so much of your time.
I think, you know, if you ever are starting to feel like you're running out of hope or faith in folks, like go stand on the finish line of a trail race. And
so
I think that will help adjust your mindset. Kylie, you just popped in. Coach Kylie.
Hello. Sorry, we got back from the vet, so everything's good though, hopefully.
Yay, Ellie. I'm thankful for Ellie.
Yeah.
And also Chewy, who's now has entered the chat. All the dogs.
All the dogs, dog party. So I'm a little bit late, but you know, I just wanted to say that I feel like I'm thankful for the ability for you all to like entrust me with not only the coaching aspect, but the fueling aspect. And I work with a lot of people that have a really broken relationship with food. And so that is really, for me, that's an honor to be able to help you guys. So anyways, for me, it's the relationships that I get to build with my athletes in Microcosm, and then all the people that I work with nutrition wise, and working with people in kind of strengthening their relationship or changing their relationship with food, and then also changing their relationship to, you know, maybe their past history with running wasn't the greatest. And so I love working with, I only have 12 athletes in this group for run coaching, but I've worked with a lot of you on that nutrition piece, and that is really special to me.
We're so thankful for you, Kylie.
Thanks, Kylie. You're the best at what you do.
Yeah. Wouldn't, you know, so much trust in you as a friend, coach, and nutritionist. Thanks for existing. Charissa, you're back. If you want to, we read your thing out loud, but if you wanted to just,
yeah.
you know, but we would love to hear your voice and say hello.
I would love to. I've got 9 minutes till my next client.
Yes.
I think running, when I started running just over 2 years ago, like, I'm gonna like cry. It's okay. It's all good. Like, I just, you know, I felt pretty quickly that like, oh my gosh, I can do hard things, right? That's like a catchphrase of 2021. It's like, we can do hard things. Like, I learned that so quickly, like running taught me that. But then I think what coaching, because I've been working with Zoe for a year, is teaching me is so much, but also like, I can be vulnerable. You know, I can share when things are hard and not expect criticism, you know, and expect or constructive criticism. Like, I've gotten so much from having a coach. I'm always telling my clients, I'm like, you know, it sounds like I wish all my clients had a coach who just, like, I feel like I'm their coach a lot. Like, I kind of try to channel the David Roach energy of like, you're awesome. Like, on Mondays now I do a substance use group, and I start it with like, you guys are awesome. Like, you're in recovery. You know how amazing that is. And like, I get that from the running coaches that I've around. And I've gotten so much, it's okay. My 3 o'clock can see me with red eyes. You know, I've gotten so much from just this community. And I am pursuing my dreams in a way that I didn't think that I could. Like, I have plans for myself. Like, I'm going big, and I, you know, preach that to my clients. Like, you can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. If you're willing to put in the work, you can do it. And I'll be your coach. I'll be your cheerleader. But I think I needed a coach. I needed, like, really, it started with like hearing David's podcast and being like, oh my gosh, who is this guy? And he introduced me to Zoe, and like, and I just, yeah, I'm so full of gratitude. I talk about running so often in my sessions, like, we know you're a runner, but like, you know, I don't know. It's such a metaphor for so many things in my life. And it's just given me so much. So thank you all for being here.
God, I'm definitely going to cry also. Charissa's just like absolutely the living embodiment of like everything she preaches. And like, if there was anyone I could clone, it would be Charissa, so that everyone could have a Charissa in their life. Or Carissa. I don't even know if
It's okay. I called you like Zoe the first time we met, and I've thought about it a million times.
I've gone by Zoe.
So now we're balanced. So
No,
Zoe and Carissa. Now we're saying it right.
Now the balance of the universe is restored. I would still clone you, absolutely, to distribute to everyone. All right, Allie Nagel.
Okay. Hi there. I'm a real person. Yeah, I'm just here. This is maybe my first day. So I kind of extended this out to Chelsea yesterday. The whole reason I'm here is because of Chelsea. So thanks, Chelsea. And for my 2021, had a great year running, and I'm really thankful for everything that I accomplished, and I'm ready to do more. That's all.
Wow. Yeah. I love the energy of coming into like basically a room full of strangers. Like, that is some real bravery. I love that. All right, Kylie H. H.
Hey there. Yeah, really grateful to be here. Also, definitely pretty new to the team, about a month in working with Coach Sarah. Yeah, and just so grateful for running, so grateful for communities like this. And I feel like when I think about where I was last year and where I am right now, I've been able to make some really big and really important decisions to prioritize like my health and well-being. And I feel like a lot of that has been from a lot of support and encouragement from communities like this, from Trail Runner Magazine, from David and Megan Roach, and just all of that messaging and encouragement around like being kind to ourselves and celebrating ourselves. So yeah, super grateful to be new and on this team and to see where this next year goes. Also really grateful for COVID vaccines and healthcare providers. I got my booster yesterday and I'm struggling today, hence why video off today. But so grateful for each and every one of you or people who are working in that field.
Yeah, definitely huge props to everyone, frontline workers, essential workers, all the incredible folks who couldn't be here today because they're busy holding stuff together for the rest of us. We're so grateful for you.
No, totally. So many of those people are athletes.
Yeah.
We heard from Erin earlier. She's very much on the front lines, and so many others are too. So thank you guys.
Yeah. Last but not least, Stephen Binion.
Stephen may.
He might have been pulled away at work.
Tuned out at the there he is. He's coming
I'm
on.
here.
Yay,
I'm here.
Stephen.
I had to figure out how to navigate my phone. I just want to say I'm really grateful for this microcosm community. I joined the community back in March, coming off about a good year of injury. Just so thankful for Coach TJ. He's built me back brick by brick, day by day. His patience and guidance is just amazing. The constant positive vibe from him and this community and the other coaches, and the teachings that I learned from everybody on these calls has just been such a great extension to my life. I'm thankful for my partner, Katie, who loves and supports me. And even though she's been struggling through running injuries this year and has had her struggles as well, she still finds time to love and support me on this adventure, even though she's not seen me a lot the last 3 weeks, thanks to Coach TJ, as we coming to the end of building a long training cycle. I'm thankful that my knee, despite it's still in a brace almost 2 years now, still allows me to run. The niggle's still there, but I'm thankful every day that I can get out there and push miles through this leg, and it doesn't seem to hold me back. I'm thankful that my partner and I are in a position to look at joining the Colorado community and be looking at places in 2022 somewhere outside the Boulder area. Hope to meet some more of the microcosm community in 2022.
Yeah, microcosm meetup, Boulder.
Stronghold.
Right.
We've got to increase our Western Slope contingent so we don't have to drive as much.
I know we had some other people hop in.
Yeah, did anyone come
I
in late who hasn't? I think we got everyone, but I want to make sure, or if anyone had last minute gratitude still bursting that they need to validate.
I kind of wanted to sum up a little bit about what we've heard today. And I think the biggest thing that kind of resounds throughout, everybody on the call has really been the overwhelming gratitude for the people that we kind of surround ourselves with, whether running communities or partners or friends that lift us up. I think I basically heard everybody mention something like that, and just how powerful and important it is to be, I guess, mindful of who we surround ourselves with. Can be such a source of energy, positivity, even for us introverts like me. It can just be, it's just such an important facet to the makeup of everything that we have as humans. And so I love hearing about that. Not the microcosm stuff is great, but I love hearing about the things that are kind of beyond that, great partners, great running partners, great partners at home, husbands, wives, whoever. It's just so cool. I think we often talk about like developing a culture of excellence, and I think it really goes without saying that those people that build us up and fill us up and support us are the kind of people that we really want to spend our time with. And Yeah, I just love that. That
Yeah.
was my biggest highlight from the call.
I'm just super proud of everyone who also like said that they had a tough year, because like I think for everyone on here, if you look to your left and look to your right, like you're surrounded by incredible people who are overcoming adversity that we can't imagine. And people are showing up in really radical ways in everyday life to make this world better and to like get faster and like put themselves out there bravely in ways that like, you know, we would never necessarily, you only get to see behind the scenes as a coach. But I think if we all knew what other people were encountering and like working through and like how they were supporting others, I think we would all live life in a pretty radically different way. It's really changed me. And yeah, I don't know, just look at all the people on this call and like you're looking at absolute heroes and incredible people, like world changing people are on this little screen right now.
So true. That's not really an exaggeration at all.
No, yeah, it's like not an exaggeration in the slightest. Like life-saving, world-changing, like radical, incredible, loving humans.
Well, thanks, guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving week, and yeah, maybe take bits and pieces of this call with you throughout the week, and remember that these moments of gratitude can be super impactful. Yeah, and not just for you, but for the other people who are there to listen as well.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. Have a great night. We'll see y'all soon.
Bye, guys.